Hey guys, welcome to this video. I'm Sabrina if you're new to my channel. In this week's video, I wanted to share with you guys my everyday makeup look that I've been so obsessed with. Been literally doing this every day I get the chance to do a full face of makeup. I've just been really loving like the warm eye and like eyeliner on my eye. It's just a very natural makeup look to just enhance my features and give a little bit of something on my eyes. I also have a bunch of new products that I've been using in my routine. Some old ones as well, but I just wanted to update and share those with you guys as well. So keep on watching if you want to see how I got this look. Alright, so my hair is all pulled back. I will let them down at the end because I did curl my hair nicely, and of course all I do is just pull it back because I can't have my hair in my face when I'm doing my makeup. So I'm going to start off with the Clarins Instant Light Lip Comfort Oil. Today I just woke up extra dry. So I've been using this product non-stop since I've gotten it. This is the Vesca Soft Sun Radiant Skin Primer and Luminizer. I have it in the shade Sunrise, which is more of the golden tone. It's like a lightweight gel consistency and it's got a beautiful like illumination to it. So I just put that all over my skin. Extra hydration, extra glow. My everyday combo for my skin, sometimes I'll dip into foundation, but honestly I want to show you guys what I normally do. MAC Bright Forecast under my eyes to brighten and color correct, and then I take a little bit of my Nars Soft Matte Concealer and just put that on pinpointed areas. And that peachy tone is gonna really brighten. I just put this in the areas that I want a little bit more brightness on my eyes, so I like it in this like outer corner here. I tend to have a little bit more of color coming through there, and then just an inner corner. Sometimes I go ahead here. Why not? And I actually go ahead and put this on any redness on my face. I know that's not exactly color theory, but I find it kind of helps dilute them a little bit. I'm taking my little Real Techniques beauty sponge that's all dampened already. I went back to these because my mom got them for me for Christmas, a set, a bunch of them. I forgot how good these ones are. I think these are my favorite makeup sponges. So I've been using like the mini one. It blows up pretty big. I just like it because it gets more in that concentrated area. Pat that in. And I always go back to using sponges more in the winter just because my skin is a little bit more on the drier side. So it's just nice to get that extra kind of hydration going in. Okay, so going into the Nars Soft Matte Concealer. This honestly has changed the game for me. If you struggle with acne, get this concealer. It's so good. Lots of coverage, but it's not like dry. It's very creamy. And then I just take whatever's left on the brush and just put a little bit in the inner corner. Just like right in the inner corner, just to brighten up my eye just a tad. So I use this more flat side to apply my concealer, and I use this more soft side to kind of pat it in, and that's been really working for me. A patting motion is going to be your best friend when it comes to applying it, and because I have such a good hydrated base, everything's just melting into my skin. Nothing's going to cling to any dryness. Some powder. I'm not using anything new. I've been using this nonstop, and I'm doing an everyday makeup look, so I'm showing you guys what I've actually been using every day, and I'm still using the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush powder. I have it in Fair, the lightest shade. I have not found any powder better than this. It's just so finely milled and smoothing. I kind of want to try out some more like loose powders. I've heard the Pat McGrath one is really good, the Sublime one, as well as the Marc Jacobs like coconut one. So if you've tried those, let me know. And then I press it in the areas where I put my concealer. That's going to take away a little bit of shine, but my natural oils will come through by the end of the video, honestly. Pressing motion again because I don't want to move my product. Another not so surprising thing, I'm still using the Vesca bronzer. I've been using it every single day. It's just a beautiful matte bronzer. It blends so nicely. It's that perfect color, especially for like my more fair winter skin. I've been using my Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH02 brush, and I forgot how much I love this. It's so good. I just kind of stamp that in. I do lots of pressing motions now because of acne. It's kind of taught me to do that. And often my bronzer will like emphasize my acne a bit, but at this point we don't care. And I bring it a little bit to my temples, neck. I'm going to do it kind of on my collarbones that are a little bit non-existent. If you're wearing makeup on your face, don't stop on your face. You have to do your body because it's gonna look kind of funny if it's just all over your face. You're gonna look really just done up on the face, and it's not gonna look natural. So just take a little bit, even it doesn't have to be highlight or anything like foundation, but just something a little bit more to just bring the color and make it look really like unison. And then I'm just gonna go ahead, take the bronzer in my hairline, just really like pull up my hair and then push it into the hairline. And then I'm working my way down to meet my temples where I did it, so it's like this perfect like C shape. And my hair is like super frizzy. And I kind of just go on top of my cheeks sometimes too, and over my lids. I just love bronzer. I love just dousing myself in bronzer. I don't do crazy contour on my nose, but I just like to kind of warm it up and emphasize it a bit since we've already put concealer everywhere. And I do a stippling brush, like a duo fiber kind of stippling brush, because I find it just diffuses the product naturally, so I don't have to like work on blending it or worry about having uneven lines. What I've been really enjoying now, I hope you can still get this, but this is a K-beauty brand. This is called CLIO Professional. It's a pro tinted veil blusher. It is what the name is. It's such like a thin veil on your cheeks. It just diffuses and it's not so like overly thick. It's just a fun kind of like peachy bright pink. So it looks really bright, but then once it goes on your cheeks, it just kind of diffuses down. But I do like to test it on my back of my hand a bit. And then I just pop it on my cheek. It literally looks like a natural flush on the cheek. It's so good. I've seen people do on top of their nose. Now I'm trying things I don't do every day. But you know, every day when I do makeup, I experiment and do different things. So that's what I'm doing today, lots of blush. This is the RMS Beauty Luminizing Powder. If you've been watching my channel, you know I'm obsessed with the RMS Cream Highlight. It's a little bit more intense, of course, than the Cream Highlight, but it's a very still like soft, like natural glowy kind of lit from within type of highlight. I'm just gonna kind of pat that instead of swiping. And then because my skin is so nicely prepped and dewy, it's just melting into the skin. It's gorgeous. So I'm gonna layer a little bit more. I've been getting back into highlight lately. But this highlight does not look powdery whatsoever on the face. You seeing that glow? I love it. And then I just like to connect it a little bit too. And I always like to take a little bit of highlight on the cheek area too, just so when I'm looking forward, you just see a little bit more extra glow. And then down the bridge of my nose, I've been doing the top of my nose as well. I'm just embracing that natural upturn I have in my nose and emphasizing it a bit more on Cupid's bow, and then I just usually do my chin as well. So I use Pear Soap. I really want to get the Anastasia new like brow freeze that came out because you don't have to like wet it or anything like that. And let's work it into the soap. And I don't like lay them down with my soap brow, like pressing with my finger. I personally like more of a fluffy look. So I'm very light and I don't put much pressure. Then I'm going to take my MAC Cosmetics Shape and Shade Brow Tint in Taupe, just a little shake. And then use the ink part just to fill in any of the gaps. There you go. That's one good brow. Very light pressure, just whipping that through. So let's move over to the eye makeup now. The MAC Cosmetics Prep and Prime 24-Hour Base. I just kind of thin it out into my fingers and then just apply it all over my lid. I'm just going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder and just press that on my lid where my crease is. So on an everyday basis, I don't wear like bright eyeshadow or get really experimental with my makeup because I just want something that I feel good in and feel like my most natural, best self. So I'm just going to go in with my Vesca bronzer with a huge fluffy brush. This is the JH30, my favorite to just whip in the crease. I just think there's something so beautiful about putting the same products on your eyes as your face. It just brings everything together. I honestly I bring it all the way up to my brow here. I just kind of like almost connect it sometime to my nose there because it's all the same shade. And this bronzer just looks so smooth on the eye. I hope it's picking up on camera. Then just with a pencil brush, this is the Morphe E13, going in with bronzer on the lower lash line. This is my go-to with like any makeup look I do. I usually always take like a warm matte shade under my eye. I kind of bring it lower because like at first when I was putting on, I was quite close up to the lash line. And then blending it out, I just kind of like hug my eyeball, honestly. And then bring it down. I just like that look. I think it looks a little bit more sultry. I've warmed up my eyes now, and my last step for my eyes, other than mascara, is the MAC Costa Riche Eye Kohl Pencil. It's a very red-brown base, which I love. I love anything like reddy, warm, orangey undertones to it. I've taken this like all over my eye and blended it as a shadow before too. It's just such a good, easy product to use. And then I just narrow it as it gets closer, and then I just kind of stop it, kind of like once it goes to the other side of like my pupil. And then I'm going to go back to the outer corner and just flick it up a bit. And then I'm going to go in with like a flat smudger brush. This is from Smashbox. It's just the perfect amount of creaminess still to just like diffuse the line naturally. And sometimes I do add a little bit more of like a red tone in my crease after I've done this. Like oftentimes I'll take a little bit of like Swiss chocolate from MAC or something like that, but this is kind of my quick everyday look. So it's always like longer and wider on the corner and kind of tapers downwards. I end up just pulling product to the inner corner here, but that's when I have only a little bit left. If you have the problem of your eyeliner always transferring to your upper lid, like I do because my skin touches it, that's a trick that you can do, is don't actually apply your eyeliner there, but just like blend it and diffuse it and drag it there. I am going to take a little bit of this just up in my tight line. So before I go onto the eyes, I want to finish the lips and then finish off with mascara. Whenever I wear eyeliner, I just like my eyeliner to set down a little bit longer because I really like to get in there and curl my lashes, and sometimes it disrupts my eyeliner, so I just give it a little bit of a break. My favorite lip combo, which was the Bare Minerals Balanced Lipstick, and then my favorite lip liner is the Oak Lip Pencil. They've just vanished. I can't find them ever since I filmed my 2020 beauty favorites. I must have them like in a coat pocket or something, but very devastated right now. Anyways, with that being gone, I've kind of fallen in love with the new lip combo, so I'm gonna share that with you guys today. So I'm gonna take the Whirl lip pencil, which is honestly like a quite good like natural lip tone lip pencil. On my bottom lip, I don't really overline. It's honestly, I'm just following my natural like lip shape. I just don't have a lot of pigmentation past that point. My recent favorite lip product, this is the MAC Cosmetics Shot of Color Lip Oil in Punch Drunk Love. It's like that peachy warmth to it. It's a very like thin gloss, doesn't feel sticky, and it has the oil for lots of hydration. I'm gonna have this on. Before I did it with like Subculture, but I like how Whirl just gives it a little bit more depth. It feels so like slippy and comfortable. It actually feels a lot like the Vesca lip gloss. I'm gonna finish off with the eyes now. And I always just love my eye color with all these like warm ready tones on my eye. I think it just really emphasizes like the hazelness. I do go back to my classic favorite, the Essence I Love Extreme mascara. That is my personal favorite ride or die mascara. A little bit more work to take off at the end of the day with its waterproof formula, but it's the only thing that's really gonna give lots of length and hold to my lashes. I don't know, when I put my mirror down below, I feel like I can really get into lashes, and my lashes are even more lifted. And then I'm just gonna take actually the same mascara and put some on my lower lash. Alright, so this is the finished everyday makeup look. I love it. The only thing that changes sometimes just on my mood is sometimes I'll go darker on my brows, and then quite often I will do like a more nude lip, but I have been really loving wearing a little bit more color on my lips. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you can stay tuned for my videos. I upload new videos every single Sunday. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Still get butterflies every time we speak. Am I in my head 'cause it feels like I'm dreaming?